Summary of Daf Samachtalet of Torah Ohr. So this mimer is based on a pasuk, the Sosasi Brichlei Pari Dimisicharayosi, that we who are Hashem's beloved are compared to the horses of Pari's chariots. So what's the comparison? So there's different versions, but we're going to explain here al pi Chassidus. And the horses represent eisev, words. Just like the word brings it reveals the intent and takes it. It doesn't have its own desire. It just brings it. Like words are not separate from the ideas and the emotions. They're just revealing what was inside. Horses just follow where the rider wants it to go. But on the other hand, they can go faster and bring it further than what the rider could do himself. Similarly, words can bring the intellect further and the emotion further to develop the intellect more and the emotion more than what it could reach itself. So the Medrash and especially the Zohar talks about that Paroh on the way he put the female horses in front and the male horses in the back, so that the male ones will spur the female ones to go faster forward. But when he got to the Yidden, he put the male horses in the front to fight, to be more strongly fighting against the Yidden. So Hashem responded in kind that originally Hashem led the Jewish people in the front, but then when when Paroh came close, then the Malach of Hashem went in the back, separating between the Jewish people and Paroh. So what does this all represent? So a person who can, he should meditate, he should reflect on ideas that will bring him to an Ahavah of Hashem before davening. But one who can't, the words themselves can inspire him, because like we said, that the horse takes the rider further and faster than what he could get to himself. Similarly, the words take the person further than what he could get to himself. And there's, like we said, the male horses and female horses. Similarly, there's the male words and female words. Female is the makabel, the recipient, and male is the mashpia, the giver, like as it is in a relationship between husband and wife. The husband gives initially, and then the development of the child is in the wife. And so this represents tefillah as us coming up to Hashem, and Torah is Hashem coming down to us, dictating to us. So Torah, and through Torah, Hashem is able to be manifest in the world. And that's what it means that it says on one hand, that Hashem's honor fills the whole world, but on the other hand, it says Animole, Hashem fills the whole world, because Hashem's covered is Torah, and through Torah, Hashem himself can be manifest in the world. And Paroh, on the other hand, was trying to bring the negative of the horses. And what does this mean? Negative words of scoffing, and even words of lashon hara, chas v'shalom. And then the male words represent beyond in a negative way, the makif of klippa, to have this to be encompassed by a sense of separation from Hashem and klippa. So what Hashem did is he counted the two horses of Paroh, which would be the female horse, which is our own negative actions, and then the male horse, which is this makif of negative from beyond, and counted it with the two positives, the words of tefillah and the words of Torah, and this would protect them from Paroh. Now, we all have Yetzias Mitzrayim within us, and we all have Krias Yamsuf, the splitting of the sea within us. So we all we have Mitzrayim, which is the negative of words in a bad way, and then and limitation, like Mitzrayim means Mitzrayim, and then the king of Paroh, which is the intellect which directs the klippa, a negative intellect. And then Vayamas Melech Mitzrayim, the king of Mitzrayim dies, means that when it represents being sunken into klippa without any logical limitation. And then the response is the Jewish people cried out. So we have to cry out to Hashem, and through that be spiritually liberated. And how do we do that? So that is in davening, and in particular, when we say bchol Meodcha, with all our might to go beyond limit in our relationship with Hashem. But we can't just get there from the beginning. There's a whole process. It's through Psukei de Zimra, which develops an Ahavah. And then with the brachas of Shema, and the first bracha, we talk about how the malachim and the neshamas, they're yearning for Hashem. And they praise Hashem's name forever, that Hashem himself is totally beyond. They can only access Hashem's name, and even Hashem's name is unlimited. And when we think about all these things, so then we hopefully will develop an Ahavah, love of Hashem, bchol Meodcha, with all our might, that we want to connect Hashem beyond, without limits, and to Hashem beyond limits and names. And so that is our isra towards Hashem. Then Hashem's isra back to us, to gift us with the greater Ahavah. And that's why the first paragraph of Shema talks about loving Hashem la'Ahavah, v'ahavta. And then the second paragraph, v'hayim shemoya la'avas Hashem, to love Hashem, but it uses the word la'ava. So v'ahavta is when we're working on Ahavah and we're moving towards Hashem. Whereas la'ava, which could be a verb or a noun, so it's just something which is the way it is. That's how it is, infinitive. And that's the gift that Hashem gives to us. And where Hashem's word comes through us, when we say Torah, Hashem's halacha is being dictated through our mouth. So that's the Esrus Leila, the male horses. But then there's even higher level, Esrus Leila, which is not brought about by Esrus Lasata. And so we have, and this is connected, this is the idea of Krias Yamsuf, because there's the sea turning to dry land. So normally we have the sea is always the hidden level, and the dry land, where you can see everything on land, that's the revealed world. And depending on which level within the Shalshalas you are, every level is compared to what is above it. It's revealed compared to what is above it. That's higher and more concealed, and it's concealed compared to what's below it. But at Krias Yamsuf, we got beyond all these levels within the Shalshalas, different lights, and connecting to Hashem at his essence, Hashem's essence. And when essence is revealed, then light and dark is all the same. And dry land and sea representing revelation, and concealed, because concealment of the levels beyond us, that's also all the same. And because Hashem's essence is revealed. And when Hashem's essence is revealed, so then that brings us to simcha shel mitzvah, the joy of a mitzvah, because mitzvah is how we connect Hashem's essence. And this, the simcha of Hashem is greater, Rov Kol, from the multitude of everything. And Rov Kol represents Hishalshalos, which there's so many levels. It's like an onion peel, more and more levels. But through Torah and mitzvahs, we connect to Hashem himself. And although it's like the neshama, we can't touch the neshama, but through moving the body, we move the neshama too. So too with Hashem, Hashem's totally beyond. But through doing a mitzvah and Torah, then we connect Hashem at essence too, Hashem's essence too. And that's why at the time of Krias Yamsuf, there was a revelation of Atik. Like Moshe said, Ma titzak elai, why are you crying out to me? And the Zohar adds, but Tikatay Mil, so this is dependent on Atik. And Atik is the sort of, is still part of the matzah, the emanator beyond any separate existence from Hashem. And more broadly, Atik can be considered the essence, and that was what was revealed at the time of Krias Yamsuf.